And welcome back to Mining with Virii. Or more or less, today's discussion is going to be brought to you by, let me rephrase that since I can speak again, Mr. John Hun, who left an interesting comment, which I normally don't discuss in videos, but I thought this would be an interesting discussion, and I could easily talk about it for a while. So, his comment was, Virii, I would be interested to know your opinion of Donald Trump as a presidential candidate. FYI, wolves scare skeletons, ocelots scare creepers. I knew about the ocelot scare. Oh my god, the world is vanishing. Anyway, I knew about the ocelot scaring creeper thing, but man, I can turn like a dime, man. I turn around, it's like, okay. So politics is one of those things. Like, a lot of people don't deal with politics because so many people have different opinions, and I'm not one of them. I don't have an opinion in politics as much as a lot of people would, because, and it's kind of a, not a selfish thing, but it's, did I break my, I need a new pick. That's what I needed to do. It's kind of one of those things of, when I look at politics and I look at our candidates, I just kind of cry most of the time, where, you know, I'm literally, like, ashamed of our politics. But you're specifically asking about Trump, and now Trump is an interesting story to me, and so that's the reason I decided, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this subject matter, and because Trump, I mean, there's a really high probability that he could be our next president. Now, if you look at presidents in the past, a lot of people remember how bad they were. Like, oh my god, this president screwed this up, or broke this, or did this, you know, and I always feel bad for those presidents because, like, George Bush Jr., okay? Now, nobody likes that guy. You know, everybody's like, oh my god, he's so stupid. He's an embarrassment to America. Okay. He's definitely not our most, you know, we're not the most proud of him as a president now. But as a president, he also dealt with something that few presidents have ever had to deal with in history, and that is an attack on U.S. soil. I mean, even, you know, I can never remember the president that was in office when Pearl Harbor was attacked. I always forget who it is. I keep wanting to say Truman, but I don't think it is. But, you know, there's only been 2 times the U.S. really been attacked on its own soil. So, with that being said, did he do a bad job? Did he do a good job? No. Okay, no he didn't. Okay? Was the man an idiot? Yeah, he was an idiot, okay? Let's be honest. The man couldn't pronounce words. You know, words are dangerous, but let's be honest, this man had some issues with them. And I understand, you know. But as a president, I can't necessarily fault him for everything he did because I don't know what, I mean, it's not like he had anybody to fall back on to say, hey, is there a right way to do this? No, he was going off of, yeah, I didn't want those sticks anyway. You know, what he knew. So the question, more or less, was, what is, you know, my opinion of Trump? Now, Trump is the embodiment of, honestly, if I had to, you know, lay this out, Trump is the embodiment of what everybody thinks America is. Or all the foreign nations, not everybody, but the foreign nations. You know, oh my god, they're a bunch of, you know, overzealous, think they're the best in the world, think, you know, this, that, you know, they're guys, trying to carry a conversation on here, okay? Can you keep it down? Thanks, appreciate you. I need water. I don't have any water, but I have water down here, so we'll use this. There's a nice area right here. We're turning into a nice little pool. I'm gonna make me some shovels. President, or not president, not yet. He embodies pretty much everything people hate about America, right? I mean, think about it. He's rich. He's always think, you know, his way is the best. There's no way but his way. You know, he embodies what people blame America. Now, I'm not saying what America is, but he blames what people think or how people portray America. And I'll be honest, I understand because, you know, in the military, a lot of people hated the military. Like, you know, you look at, oh my god, you're in the military, god, you kill babies and step on puppies. Let's be honest, we don't, guys. You know, military folk tend not to be, you know, these horror stories. But that's what people say. Trump, man, that guy embodies everything that people hate about America. Okay? So, with that being said, I'm okay with them, or with him being a presidential candidate because I want him to actually make office. I want him to make office because I want people to actually see what somebody like that, like, what they say America is. I want them to actually see what a person like that in power is. I mean, yeah, people will say, oh, you know, George W. Bush was an idiot. Oh, all Americans are idiots. You put Trump in the office, and people are going to be like, oh my god, everybody, oh my god, is that what America's really like? No, but that's what you wanted it to be like. I have more important issues why I would actually prefer him in office. Don't get me wrong, he will upset most people. Your immigrants, any of his standpoints, he's very hard. No, my inventory's full. Excuse me. My inventory's full. He doesn't. There's a lot of his points where people are probably like, oh my god, he's so cruel to these people or those people. Yes, he's not, he's not a nice guy. Okay, guys? I mean, let's be honest. Not a nice guy in any way, shape, or form. But I don't think we need a nice guy. Honestly. I think we need somebody that's more going to secure us as a business. Because that is what America is. I know people are like, oh my god, it's, no, it's a country full of freedoms and rights. And no, it's a business. That is what, we're a capitalist society. We exist off of income and business. I mean, okay, we're not pure capitalist, but you get the idea that we are, we're more about profit than we are about welfare. And people, a lot of people don't understand that that's not how it works. Can I do that? Can I repair this? No, I can't. Of course not. We'll just make another one. How about that? Did I put all my wood away? I did. Okay. And I didn't grab my wood. Apparently, I did grab my wood. Never mind. Okay. But that, I'm a firm believer that we need a business, somebody who knows how to run a business in power rather than a lawyer or a doctor or any of that stuff, because those people, albeit, are great people, but if you haven't noticed, they haven't really worked out for our favor. Businessmen at least will understand that our company, our country runs on money. I mean, it is, I'm not, as sad as it is, yes, our country runs on money. It's inevitable. There's nothing that can be done about it. And, anybody who thinks that, their country isn't run on money is wrong. Countries are run off of money. And, okay, let's do that so I can get these seeds. Sorry, I'm losing track, so I'm trying to think real quick. Okay, put that down. That, okay. And then we're going to plant some wheat. With some of, I only have 2 seeds. Why do I only have 2 seeds? Of course it's getting dark. Let's put some light there. And there. There. I don't want any light. I don't want any monsters around this thing. This is my farm. Okay, guys? Farm. Off limits! But yeah, as I was saying, we're a business-based society. I mean, we're money. Money is what drives everything. And, it is, I don't have any more jungle wood for these cocoa beans, so that sucks. Where's my seeds in there? There we go. And let's put another light right there. That way we have maximum light efficiency. And light there. I know the light's actually traveling further than the shaders is letting it, but whatever. Okay, let's get some more light around here too. Okay, we need to grab some of this charcoal out of here. Let's do that. there it is. I was like, how do I get a half stack? Let's grab some more wood. Hi guys, we're gonna leave you here though right now, because I don't want you guys to get endangered. So we're gonna work in the mine while I'm finishing up. Well, it's nighttime. Mm-hmm. All right, sheep, you stand guard. Okay. Do I have dirt on me? I have dirt on me. Okay. I'm just gonna close this off real quick. Boink, 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 boink. There we go. Wow, it's so dark in here. Back in the day. I have nothing. Ah, no, I need my steak! But, that, you know, that is honestly why I think Trump is actually going to be a good thing. Because, if nothing else, he knows how to run a business. And I can't fault a man for running a business. Because that's what we are. We are a business. Now, when it comes to our other candidates, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know a lot about all of them because I don't follow a lot of politics. I get bored with politics because it doesn't seem to do anything for me. But when it comes to the other politicians, I mean, you have criminals. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people are like, Hillary Clinton is this great female, you know, oh, she's a female and she should be president, first female president, yada, yada. And I have mixed feelings about a first lady, because, you know, she was married to Bill Clinton. I don't know if she still is, actually. Running for office, because I feel like that's almost redundancy in terms. You know, presidents supposed to have limited power because of the whole, you know, two-term, or, you know, the balance was to be the two-term thing. Well, let's be honest, most married couples will communicate in some way, shape, or form. So why does it seem fair that she should be able to run for office? Because basically she was president as well. So I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on that. It's I haven't figured out how I feel about that. But you know, the fact is, she committed treason. By all accounts, she committed treason by that whole email thing. I mean, she released top secret documents over, you know, unsecured emails. I mean, that's against federal regulations. I was in the military long enough to know you don't do that. You know, lives are at stake. She could have discussed, you know, classified missions that could have put agents and military members in danger. Is there a light behind me? Shaders. So, I mean, I have a mixed... I don't believe she should be able to run. I'm sure she'd have been a fine candidate, but honestly, I don't believe she should be able to run. Because of that one reason. I'm not trying to be... I'm not, you know, in this... I may joke around, guys, but, oh, yeah, you know, she was a woman. Women don't need to... Oh, sure, yeah. I have no problem with women being in office. None. What I have a problem with is women who abuse their power or use the card like, oh, I'm a woman, so I should be, you know, I'm a better candidate. No. I'm absolutely okay with women being better candidates as long as they are better candidates. You know, let's be honest. I've known a couple of women in my life that would not deserve to be candidates. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. We're all making it all nice in here. Like I can walk in and out now without having to jump. Oh my god. Let's do... that. No, that's what I meant to do. That way, no little guys can get in and I can still see if it's nighttime or daytime. Yeah. I was like, is that what I wanted? But, that's my feeling on a lot of them, you know, a lot of candidates. But as I said, you know, John, I honestly want Trump as a president because I want people to understand. I'm one of the firm believers that I believe people take their rights for granted. They take what what our country has done for them for granted. They don't look at it as, you know, oh, you know, we have the greatest country in the world. They look at it as in, oh, well, I deserve this because I, you know, was born here, so I should be able to do this and that and not have the government doing this. Okay, that's great. But unfortunately, that's not how governments survive. That's not how, you know, nations survive. It's going to be the longest tunnel ever, guys. I probably should... I don't know where this tunnel's going. I'm just kind of digging a mine shaft. I think I want to... I'm actually going to come in here and carve this stuff out right here. And put wood in. And across there, I think that'd look really cool. It's going to be a mine shaft. I'm just doing this more aesthetic than actual needed. I'm going to leave all these side rocks and stuff. But anyway. But yeah, I honestly, I wish people, you know, you've got people like, you know, the Black Lives Matter. I understand bad stuff is happening. You know, there's some there's bad people out there. But it's not just, you know, this whole, like, I saw on the news, they stopped the Bay Bridge. They chained cars together. And I'm like, seriously, guys, who are you trying to prove it to? You're not hurting the government by stopping the bridge. You're hurting the people. The guys that are having to go work and feed their families. I mean, this stuff is, you know, you're not the only ones being hurt. Yes, I understand that, you know, there's been a lot of violence. But it's funny, there's a lot of violence to everyone. It's not just black people or white people or, you know, Caucasian. Well, I guess that's white, huh? It's not just, you know, minorities. It's everyone. And it's every minority. It's not just, you know, blacks, you know, thing. It's, people should really change those. I don't mind the concept of lives matter. That makes sense. Because lives do matter. People matter. But when you get into the concept of Black Lives Matter or this lives matter, no, everyone's life matters. The second you justify your life mattering more than anyone else, because that's what you're saying by Black Lives Matter. Or White Lives Matter. Well, I don't think White Lives, but I saw something that was, there was another Lives Matter. I don't remember what it is. But lives in general matter. And yes, we have bad people in power. Yes, we have corrupt cops. More often than not, they are Caucasian because we have a majority Caucasian race still. Our country still has a majority of Caucasian. So, of course... You know, it's and I'm one of them. They are going to be labeled for everything bad because, I mean, we are. It doesn't mean that we are the only bad. I mean, look at all the, you know, you look at the news and stuff like that. Store clerk broken into, held hostage. You see a young black man. Does that mean that it's not? You know, there's not white men doing it, and, you know, Mexicans or Hispanics, Chinese. No, it just means in those instances, in those locations, it's more common that black men, it's the young black men are the ones that are being filmed and stuff like that. They're still being, you know, there's still criminals everywhere. I mean, hell, I'm pretty sure if you go over the murders, I mean, not the robberies. I think a lot of the minorities hold the robbery news. If you go to murders, shit, it's all white guys. We all lose our minds and kill people. I think it's part of the white guy heritage, just to, you know, you have to start killing people. And, I don't know how I got off on this tangent. See, look, I left, I was mining, and look what happened. I changed subjects. I like this here. This looks really nice with the thing. But it looks like it is becoming gay now. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Hello? Hello? But as I said, politics is one of those dangerous areas where people see the news and they're like, oh my god, Trump does this or these people are bad because the news says so. You can't take what the news says. You have to sit there and look at a bigger picture. When you look at news is tailored to what they believe people want to hear. I'm not saying they lie about the news. Not saying they don't. But when you see a news broadcast, it's because that's what people want to see. You know, you hear about, like, mass shootings. You know, all these oh my god, it's gun control and this and that. If you sit down and look at the statistics, oh, come on, there was 3 pieces left. Man. Oh well, we'll come back and do that. Let's put the torch down just in case we don't crap in here. If you look at the statistics... Oh, I can't get out now, can I? Oh, yeah, I can. I can break this block right there. Okay. If you look at the statistics, it's very simple. The mass shootings, what happens at the colleges and the different, you know, the Columbine and stuff, are literally like 1% of the gun-related violence out there. I mean, we're talking like nothing. But see, people want that. People want to see gun-related violence. They want it. Now, don't ask me why. People are not... People aren't smart, guys. I mean, I love America, but people are not smart. Americans, come on, we like to see things one way and hope that that's really the way it is. Is it really quiet to you guys? I don't know. But anyways, guys, I hope I answered some questions. And if you like this video and you like listening to me rant about stuff, don't forget to hit that like button and make sure you put your suggestion in the video. I do talk about it in VNN as well, but I like to give credit to the people watching this video. So this is where I want to pull the subject matters from. I would like to pull them from this video, okay? So, as always, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!